Hello YouTube, sorry for the lateness, but finally, this is Attack on Titan, Episode 20 Review. So when this episode starts, we have the female Titan trapped by the trap that Levi and Erwin thought of. And next, we have an interesting conversation with Historia. If you guys didn't know, that's the blonde girl that all the guys think is totally hot. And some other blonde guy, which I actually haven't seen before this episode. Was it just me, or did that blonde guy sound like Suna from Hitman Reborn? Maybe it's just because I finished the series. It was Suna, or maybe someone else from the show. I think it sounded like Suna, actually, that blonde guy. It was weird. But yeah, back to this. Historia and Suna-sounding blonde guy were basically like talking about how Titans are capable of learning, and it was shown by them like basically trying to like climb the trees. So it showed that they were learning something, which if I was one of them, you know, aside from fighting giants, I'd be pretty scared. Not to mention the fact that like if they're able to learn, that would just be terrifying, man. Terrifying. Yeah, this episode was just interesting thing after interesting thing. I know that before we learned that Erwin and Levi were selective with the information they told people, but more so I feel that me and probably more people understood it this episode, because they explained that basically Erwin's plan was not to tell anyone unless they were alive for the past 5 years, because his assumption was that someone infiltrated 5 years ago when the wall broke. I thought that was pretty smart. But on the other hand, I was thinking, like, that's an assumption to think that the person was there from 5 years ago. I'm thinking it's a right assumption, but me just playing devil's advocate here, I'm just thinking that the person definitely could have been there long before the 5 years. Anyone else think this? I don't know. Maybe just because I had a few things spoiled for me in the manga. Don't worry, I won't be spoiling anything. I had a few things spoiled. Some crazy things, actually. But, yeah. Overall, I still think it was a pretty good plan, though. It just goes to show how smart Erwin is and just how willing he really is to defending humanity. It was kind of sad that basically Levi and the Survey Corps, well, the veterans knew that, you know, some people would have to be sacrificed for this to happen, but ultimately it seemed to have been the only way to have got more information on the Titan, so, you know, they did what they had to do. I also thought it was cool how, like, two conversations were going on at the same time. Jean and Armin, I think, were having their conversation. Armin's smart, by the way. I think he's really smart. And, like, Aaron and his Survey Corps people, they were basically talking about the same thing, just a lot of conspiracy going on. I think it's now, like, a known thing in the Survey Corps that there's a spy, so definitely from this point on, they're probably going to be being a little bit more careful. Yeah, the who do you think the enemy line, like, that's just a great line. I think that's going to be an ongoing thing, like, this whole series. But moving on, the Titan, right? They tried attacking the female Titan to find out who's inside, to basically uncover who the spy is. And we got like some crazy hitters trying to get this Titan down. Some crazy hitters. But yeah, apparently this Titan could use hockey and harden itself. It used armament hockey, not hardened her hands. Obviously it looks like a female, her hands. And yeah, basically their blades broke, and then her hand just basically disintegrated. Well, what hardened, and then it was just back to normal. I think this might have pissed Levi off a little bit. I know Levi is kind of cheeky usually, but him and Hanji were like a bit overly cheeky, especially like they were just talking up to that Titan. Maybe it's because all that they went through because of Titans, but yeah, they were just giving it to it verbally, especially Levi. Levi was just talking all that good to the Titan. Might have been his mistake, man. Because immediately after that, the Titan was just like, yeah, you want to talk all that good stuff? Rah! Random squeal, random screech, random letters on the keyboard. Called all those Titans. I think it's good that we have different characters noticing different things, because we had Sasha, Potato Girl. She was like, I've heard this before. This is like a desperate animal. And yeah, the Titan did seem pretty yeah, she did seem pretty desperate. If I was to think, the Titans seemed desperate to get out of there. So all the Titans come running. Sasha's really tense, like funny tense. I shouldn't be laughing, but I am. So all the Titans come doing their messed up, I just did some coke run, and start eating the female Titan. Yeah, kind of weird. Cannibalism for the win, right? No. And it becomes obvious to the commander that she did this obviously to get out of Titan form without being seen because the steam made it hard to see stuff. At which point, the Captain Irwin decided to say retreat, and Levi didn't seem too happy about it, but, and then he's just like, okay, fine, you're the captain. So, next we have the Titan. Well, the spy is now hidden as someone in the survey corps, which is freaky, man. If they weren't already shitting their pants, they should be now. This is some freaky stuff, man. So basically, we have all of them just trying to retreat, and then we see a signal, and they thought it was, Gunter thought it was Levi, but nope, guess who it was? The Titan. The fake signal that attracted Gunter ended up being his death. Is it Gunter? Whatever, I don't know. For some strange reason I like saying Gunter more than Gunter, but yeah, he died. That's the thing. I don't really like learning all the names of these characters because it seems that they will just be killed off really cruelly. Like, I thought he might have been around for a while, but now I wouldn't be surprised who dies but the main cast, because, it's just deaths everywhere. Pastor Nick's gonna have a lot of funerals on his hand. But in all seriousness, I wonder how the Survey Corps is gonna handle, that one of the main people died. I wonder how Levi's gonna handle it. I'm interested to see that. I wonder how Petra's gonna handle it. Maybe she'll be petrified, some might say. Yeah, I know, that was kind of corny. Oh, also, that guy that takes all the credit, I think his name's like Aurora or something, Aura or something like that. You think he's gonna die in the future? I don't know, he's kind of a douchebag. I think he's the guy that keeps behind his tongue. Serves him right. Either way, thanks for watching. This is the review. Next week, try to be more on time. Hopefully get that out a bit earlier. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. See ya.